Namaste, Dawn.
Namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes, Dawn.
Yeah,
we can.
Yeah.
Well, very good. We have really covered lots of ground.
Lots of ground.
In the last 2 days, and even this morning, I'm just amazed, and I am so thankful for the wonderful questions that everyone has brought for discussion. Anyway, I wanted to just kind of talk a bit more about what we had started yesterday, and of course we had, or I guess whatever day it is, I guess we're at this time. Anyway, so I was going to say that we've talked about the Atmic nature of man, and we've talked about his inseparability from the divine at the core of his consciousness, and looking at free will and man's bondage to karma, it kind of raises a question of whether this thinking of ours is supported by both Western and Eastern sages. Of course, we talked a bit about Edgar Cayce, but then there's, J. Krishnamurti, and then looking at Sri Ramana Maharshi, and all on free will, bondage and destiny. So could you please discuss that a bit?
Clarification? Yeah. We'll be happy to. You have raised very significant question, and I think the most important thing with which we must start is that we have to be very careful with language and with words. We've got to be extremely careful, because what I call the fooling power of thought. Now, like there is the fooling power of thought, and there is also the fooling power of words. Now, we can be deceived by words because we are not fully awake, and we are not fully aware, and you are using words. And I say that the moment you start using a language, you are asking for trouble. Because in your language, there is the first person, the second person, the third person. And when there is only the oneness of life everywhere. So just by looking at the bodies, you gave a label to the body, first person, second person, third person. And then you think that this first person, second person, third person, they are ultimate realities. Okay. So the first person is entirely different, second person is entirely different, third person is entirely different, and whole of language celebrates the duality. And this differentiation, this division between man and man, and between subject and object, and but the ultimate truth vetoes this completely, because there is only one Paramapada, one supreme reality, and the supreme reality, for reasons best known to itself and not known to man, has decided to go for the Big Bang and the fireworks. Okay, it's gone for the Big Bang and the fireworks, and we are all here. Okay, and seemingly individuals, okay, with a perishable body, which is going to live for 70, 80, 90, 100 years, and then but with an incorruptible and imperishable soul, never born, never died. So, for example, I find it very hard to believe that I have aged in 70 years. I just can't accept it. Because I have a direct feeling of this imperishable nature, and I can't just believe that the age of the body attaches to the sense of being. So there is a disconnect from that. So when you say free will and God, then you have committed the first sin. Because already you have driven a wedge in oneness, and you created a split between one body called man and an incomprehensible supernal reality called God.
There's just the one.
There's just the one. Okay. And the one supernal reality is operating in every human being, in every lizard, in every cockroach, in every tree, in every mountain, every drop of water, it is there. The supernal reality. And the whole purpose of life seems to be to somehow crack the mystery and puzzle of the supernal reality, and to know that you are one with it, and that you have no separate individuality at all. That you don't have a thing which is separate and which you can keep in the locker and take out the next morning as mine, me and mine. There is no such thing. and to know that seems to be the purpose of life, and that is called moksha. And so the East and West may have different ways of articulating this one truth. And if you take mainstream Christianity, then Christianity may be speaking a dualistic language, like all religions speak of a dualistic language, drawing a black line between man and God.
Yes,
okay. But if you go to the farther reaches of every religion, whether it's Christianity or Hinduism or Buddhism, then you find the black line missing. The black line is not there. So now if you want to know the real truth, don't stay on this side of the black line. Please go far enough, deep enough into your own religion where you find the black line missing. And then you will find all is well and all is correct and all is perfect. The chaos is the order. Can you believe it? The chaos is the order. What you consider, first of all, do you admit that the whole thing is chaotic?
Yes.
Anilji? Yeah. And can you now believe that now I am going to turn it on its head? And this very chaos is the only order.
Yeah.
And that is the big bomb you have to digest. That this infinite chaos is the infinite order. Everybody must actually come and slap me on my face. Because who?
Nothing to change.
because the infinite chaos is the infinite order. And so once you digest, you manage to digest it, and you manage to swallow the goose, the whole goose you swallow, and you digest it, then I think you are through. Then you can go and play, then nothing more.
Okay, Guruji. So Guruji, yes, as Dawn was mentioning, we have covered a lot of ground in these 2 days. It's just that we are already on time.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
Guruji, because they have another program.
Oh.
So
Starting
we
at
have
6
to,
o'clock.
we have
Starting
to-
at 6,
Yes.
their guests have come at 5.
They would come in
So,
right
we
away.
are,
They have to come. So they
Dawn,
have to move out.
thank you
Divine
so
plan.
much, Dawn, for your participation, for being. Ricardo has been even with oneness since 1997. Since 1997, and Ricardo has done lot of work as a monk also, and with Guruji's work, Ricardoji has tremendously supported Guruji in South America in 6
Absolutely.
countries.
Absolutely.
In 6 countries, organizing hundreds of Vedic astrology consultations, hundreds of them, and the Amanaska yoga, the yoga for self-realization, and in India also now, Guruji, he has people came from South America and other countries to India too.
Amazing support. Amazing.
And have also organized lot of programs. Thank you so much, Ricardoji, for being. But it's we are already on time. If it's
Out of
okay
time.
with you,
We're out of
if you want to say a few words before we.
Of course, Namaste. It's been an honor to be in the conference. Happy to see you all. And hope we do another one soon.
That's so typical of Ricardo's energy. He's got too much of that energy. And Ricardoji, I want to wish you and Dawnji and all the panelists and the participants at today's conference a most wonderful inner Christmas, not outer Christmas, inner Christmas, and an inner and outer New Year.
Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Have a very
Thank
wonderful end of year.
Yeah.
And we are in our hearts always together.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And Guruji, we are so grateful, Guruji, all of us, especially panelists and participants and every one of us. We are so grateful, Guruji, for your wisdom, how much you give and bring that wisdom. I know the world is not yet ready for it, and they're still resisting it, and they may go against you in some places. But this wisdom is the future. That is how I see it. I think that is how this is the future, and this wisdom and all this knowledge that you're sharing is going to be a great book and a Gita or scripture for the future. Definitely it's going to be that way. because this kind of seeing, if man doesn't do that, he's going to be perished. And so there is no choice. He's going to be forced to go in that direction. So all this wisdom is going to be amazing. So thank you so much, and amazingly.
I should be thanking all of you.
No. We are so grateful for you, Guruji.
Thank you so much.
So grateful for this great opportunity.
So thank every one of you, and without you, this event is not there. So you're the lights. You're the lights, every one of you. You're the light. You're the light. That is, do you receive my mails? What I say in my mail?
Yes.
At least they read that.
No. When you say you are the light, immediately I make the ball bounce back, and then it comes back to you. You are the light. Okay, namaste to every one of you.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. It's been great to be with all of you.